Okay, this is how to craft a line, subject, line, headline, or any other kind of line that you want to craft. Really interesting thing happened. I tried to do this, and my screen capture recording software just crapped out, so I lost the first one, which actually illustrates an interesting principle. But let me go to the beginning, which I put at the end for some reason. So I had this interesting exchange on Twitter the other day. I woke up and this line popped into my head, which is uh, how it usually works. And it's why do we call them racist when they're such slow people? I mean, it's an okay line. It's great to bag on racists. And I threw it out there into the Twitterverse, and this is what came back from Roundtable Podcast, the Writers Roundtable Podcast. Brain halts, realigns, spins back up. How do you do that? And this is an excellent question, and I've had this before. The short answer is I've done it a lot. The longer, funnier answer is, you know how Conan got strong by spending years pushing a really big wheel around? Writing headlines was my really big wheel. And I liked that image so much that I went and found a frame from that 1977 Arnold Schwarzenegger classic and sent this out. So here's what I got back. What is good in life: to write headlines, see them typeset before you, and hear the lamentation of their editors. And this is a pretty funny response. In case you haven't seen the movie, this was Conan's response when he was asked the question of what is best in life. So what I did is I narrated the process of coming up with a bunch more lines. So what I started with, let me just do this. What I started with was the original line from the movie, which is actually not original to the movie. This is attributed to Genghis Khan. He asked some of his lieutenants what was best in life. And this was the answer he gave when they all messed up the answer: to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. I love it. It's a magnificently tough guy. So, and then I riffed on this for a little while. So, okay, now can we change enemies? To crush your adverbs, see them driven before you, and hear the laughter of your audience. It's pretty funny. And then I got stuck for a while on what is good in life. Oh my god, ponies. Stupid internet-y meme. And then I write more bad lines before breakfast than most people write all day. Kind of useless for a response, but I like that. And then I said a tweet a day keeps the something away blank. And then it was a tweet a day keeps the productivity away. And we're getting interesting things. Yeah, see how we've blah, blah, blah. Nano, my god, you suck. That's kind of funny too. All right, so for my response, I think a tweet a day keeps the productivity. Let's see. Yeah, I think to crush your adverbs, see them driven before you, and hear the laughter of your audience. So we have some. And now the most important part about this process of generating ideas, there are two things. One, have a lot of ideas. And two, put it down and come back to it. This means that ideation and crafting a line is just flat out work. There's no difference between this and anything else. But it also means that you have to give your brain time to regenerate. And everyone's had this experience, like you have a problem, you sleep on it, you come back, and it's solved. So let's write a few more lines. What is that? There we go. All right. What is best in life? Well, let's change it a little bit. What is best in writing? To let's see, what was that? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you. what we've got here are variations on the same theme. So you can take any line, for example. Uh, well, I write more bad lines before breakfast. Let's see. Yeah. So all three of these lines are actually using. I'm going to loop them into just three categories. Um, this is using a structure of another sentence, to crush your enemies, blah, blah, blah. I write more bad lines before breakfast than most people write all day is a riff on that Army ad of the mid-1980s, which is, we do more before breakfast than most people do all day. And a tweet a day is an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So we're not really changing the structure of the lines. We're just trying to fit the idea into them. If you are writing, a new line, let me just think about what a good line would be. Um, so what we have there is an idea, and we can change how we fit the idea into the language by writing it multiple times. An old copywriting exercise of writing every headline 10 different ways, which isn't very hard. It just takes a little endurance. Let's see. Here we go. Well, I'll do it this way so you can see great writing. Or we could go to, now this is an example of how this evolves. Now, this definitely applies to longer form writing, but it also applies to writing like this. The greatest writing lies closest to the bone. Start cutting and don't stop until you get there. Because what we're going to do is what we're doing right here is we're generating a lot of options, and then we're going to kill everything but the best. Until you hit, I don't know, the heart of it? Nah. Ugh, that's kind of nasty. Phew, that doesn't work for me. It might be simple enough to do this too. I am sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Greatest writing lies closest to the bone. Cut. The greatest writing lies closest to the bone. And you can try anything. You can try many varieties of things. But this is the discipline. So notice that when I came back to it the second time, these were all kind of, they were interesting, they were funny, there were some good lines up here, but they were all kind of a little derivative. These is derivative of the movie. This, I write more bad lines before breakfast than most people write all day. Derivative of the Army thing. And oh my God, you suck. Oh, um, and when we come back to it the second time, there's a deeper level of meaning that usually comes out. And this is the way it works. So you lather, rinse, repeat. Your mileage may vary, but the more that you keep at this, the better it will get. Uh, and if you have pushed the wheel of writing and crafting lines for a long, long time, you get faster at it, and you can do it within the span of a video. But the process is the same for everybody. There's not a lot of magic.